Hello and welcome to the Audio Dad Chronicles. I'm Shale, and today we're going to take our second dip into BTS, this time with The Guide by request. So I recently had my first ever discovery of BTS with their song Black Swan, and a lot of people in the comments said that I'm starting in the wrong place. I need to educate myself a little bit better on the history and the band members and their genres and so on and so forth. And a good primer for BTS is with the Boracity. Pardon me with my pronunciations. I will do my best. I will pay attention where I can. I will have the closed captionings on. Won't make that mistake again. And I'll do my best to get through this. So this is the Boracity Magazine. This is the guide. That's what matters. This is the guide. It's a little bit of a, I don't want to call it a long one because it looks like there's a few other variants of the guides and they can span from 18 to 47 to 2.5 hours. So we're going to start at the beginning, at least what I think is the beginning, the one that everybody seemed to reference the most, the one for the magazine. So this is the guide to BTS. So let's go. Let's get educated.
When you see a group of cute boys who dance, who wear matching outfits, and whose most popular songs are pop, it's logical to instantly categorize them as a boy band for young girls.
Are there any BTS fans here?
You've seen many of those and you know how it goes. So it's easy to assume that yet another boy band is just not for you, especially a K-pop boy band. Just look at their most popular music videos. They look colorful, nonsensical, and just not your style. But maybe you are curious and you just want to know what's the deal with them. Maybe you don't have the time or the real interest to watch those long introduction videos. So in the hopes that you do go watch all of that helpful content and give them a real chance, here's a very short introduction video to BTS and their 7 members. This is how I explain BTS to my friends who are not interested in them at all. So this video is made specifically for these type of audiences. But first, here's the one and only rule. You can question, but don't assume. To understand BTS, you need to unlearn a lot of rules from the Western music industry and preconceived notions you have about K-pop. Because you'll see the answer to most of your assumptions about BTS is going to be no, you are completely wrong. So
I definitely got a lot of that.
Now, BTS is a South Korean male group formed since 2010, officially debuting in 2013. BTS stands for Bangtan Sonyeondan, which can be translated to Bulletproof Boy Scouts in English. Why is the abbreviation
That's
for
a cool name, I like
Boy
that.
Scouts so weird? Because BTS does not stand for the translation in English, so stop looking for the B, T, and S in this name.
Makes
To
sense.
avoid this confusion, BTS started using Beyond the Scene as an alternative name in English, but BTS really has always stood for Bangtan Sonyeondan. BTS is composed of 7 members, 3 rappers, 4 singers. Why are there so many members? The K-pop industry is inspired by the J-pop industry, in which music labels prepare hundreds of trainees to debut in a group. In these industries, 6, 7, 8, 9 or more members are not uncommon. Just try reducing a lineup of hundreds of trainees with a lot of potential into a small number. 7 especially, I would say, is the best number of members a group like BTS can have, because for choreography, odd numbers look better than even numbers.
Very good point.
With 3 and 5 members, stability and dance figures are harder, and 9 or more members can look too crowded. 7 is perfect. So if BTS were created in the K-pop industry, they are K-pop, right? It's complicated. K-pop is not a music genre, so it's not just pop in Korean.
Okay. Not going to make this too much about the criticisms, the observations. I certainly tried my best not to take them personally. When I well, for starters, refer to K-pop as a genre. That's my bad, certainly, as this video is intending to educate. No disrespects were ever meant towards the artists, the genre, the industry that is K-pop. I am just simply don't know. I'm older. I'm above 50. We'll just leave it at that. I come from a rock and metal environment. Primarily metal. I mean, death metal and progressive metal are some of my more preferred genres that I would listen to by choice. industrial metal, thrash metal, things like that. That's my background. I played in bands myself. Roadie, that's kind of my background as being a roadie, and primarily locked into the Canadian music industry. So I very much have been in a bubble. Uh, by choice, by preference, by whatever reasons, I didn't delve a whole lot out of my comfort zone because I never really had a reason to. I started this channel as an opportunity, as an intent to expand my musical interests, my musical horizons. I was getting a little stagnant and stale with a lot of the things that I listened to. The bands I loved might not have had an album for a few years, maybe had broken up. I was just listening to a lot of the same things over and over again. And I wanted to get outside of that comfort zone. And that's one of the reasons why I started this channel. So stepping into something like BTS and the K-pop industry, not genre, was just that. And it's not that I have anything against them or pop music in general. It's just not, it isn't what I listen to. It's not the musical style and the formulas and things that typically appeal to me. So I've just avoided it, not out of a dislike so much as a lack of interest, if there could be defined as a difference between that. And referring to BTS, well, for clear as an example, as being a pop group, or doing the shameful thing of referencing other American-based boy band type things, that was an ignorance on my part, based off of, again, having no frame of reference whatsoever for BTS and relying on media. If I've never heard a single song, I don't know that they're going to branch into so many genres, that they're going to have such a deep lyrical meaning, which that in itself is something that appeals greatly to me. One of the things I dare say has led me to avoid a lot of Western pop music anyways, is it's fairly shallow. The lyrics are baby, 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 and things like that, and just, not very deep. Listening to Tool or Mastodon or stuff like that, the lyrics tend to have a little more storytelling, a little deeper than surface yeah, yeah, bop or whatever. So I just didn't know. And apparently BTS's lyrics are going to be quite interesting, quite deep, quite intriguing. So I'm really excited to learn more about them. But any references to, the Backstreet Boys or the whatever type of a thing, it's simply because it's the only names I know. It's the only artists I have heard a song from to have a point of view. And because I was told that BTS is a K-pop band. So in that sentence, when you read it, it comes off as a genre. It isn't. I get that. It clearly is a wide variety of things. And when you read the wiki page for BTS, the very first words say BTS is a South Korean boy band. Well, what else am I supposed to take from that? So anyways, that's why we're here. This is really cool. I mean, we're barely a few minutes into this, and I'm already getting exactly what I wanted out of it. A straightforward and to the point education on just what makes them special and elevates them above boy band and pop band status. Awesome. Love it so far. Let's go.
K-pop is a music industry that produces integrated content. BTS were discovered, went through auditions, and were trained for months or years under a K-pop label. But their unique circumstances allowed
They were a
them,
formed
inspired
band, so
them,
I
or
had that
forced
part
them
right.
to grow beyond this industry.
But it's not a
very quickly.
negative.
Like the Western music industry, the K-pop
It's an
industry
observation.
has been ruled by 3 labels. Below them, there's medium labels, and below them, there's the labels that do not have the resources to properly debut or promote their groups. BTS's label was close to bankruptcy when they started training them, and once they debuted, they didn't have the resources or connections for promotion opportunities. So BTS had to perform when other groups cancelled. BTS had to accept being mocked by bigger groups because that was the way it was. While other groups worked with famous
Who got the last
songwriters
laugh
and
on that, I
producers,
guess?
BTS's label had to find
Hey.
strong singers.
Sorry, this being a little bit longer video, I am going to do my best not to pause it as much as humanly possible. But I do want to back that up really quickly there. There was a very
Groups
interesting
work with
little tidbit
famous
in the
songwriters
background
and
that I want to
producers,
catch.
BTS's
That gentleman there is using, it's probably not in frame. I'm not going to move my camera. It's going to get too glitchy. I'll put a graphic on screen, but That thing I'm touching right there is one of them. Different color, same model. Yes, same model. That is what is known as a Native Instruments machine. Very cool. Not that I needed reasons to get into them more, and of course they're going to use electronic and computers and things like that, but just, hey, always nice to see when an artist is using the exact same piece of gear as you. It's a fairly well-known and used piece in the industry, but it's definitely not the automatic go-to. That would be the Akai MPC series, things like that. So anybody that's using the machine, for me, is automatically like, yes, we are our crowd. I love it. Cool. Anyways, let's go. Let's go.
Had to find strong singer-songwriters from the very beginning, and that's why signing rappers who write the raps and who were already in the underground hip-hop scene was this K-pop label's unusual first great decision.
No doubt.
Yes, BTS were born in the K-pop industry, but they had to find many non-K-pop alternatives because they were simply not welcomed, not by the industry, neither by other K-pop groups. These unconventional choices in K-pop, like the use of social media, SoundCloud, and presenting as more relatable, eventually made them very popular internationally with non-K-pop audiences.
Wow. That's a big deal. American awards tend to be very close-knit against foreigners, anybody outside of America. So for them to win a Grammys, wow, congratulations.
Really notice BTS and celebrate them as theirs after BTS already went beyond their niche world.
The first and the biggest of the superstars in K-pop to come out of Seoul and reach the world are BTS.
That's why BTS being K-pop or not is still a debate. Okay, but BTS are still a boy band. Sure, you wouldn't be wrong by calling them a boy band, but again, don't assume they work like every other popular boy band you've seen. No, you shouldn't recognize them by their hairstyles because they change their looks a lot. No, their songs are not all bright pop songs about love. Those are just the ones mainstream radio shows and audiences are willing to play and accept.
The songs with the biggest hooks are going to be the singles, but that's not the end of an artist's depth.
Of their discography.
Black Swan.
That is why no, people who actually listen to BTS are not teenagers. They are around BTS's age, most in their 20s and 30s. And no, BTS are not teenagers. Okay, but in the end, every star part of any group wants to go solo. BTS has never seen it like that.
솔로야 방탄소년단이야.
근데 1순위가 당연히 우리 멤버들도 다 그렇게 생각할 거야. 1순위는 무조건 일단 단체.
저한테 최우선 팀이고.
The BTS members started releasing solo music.
The sum is
2
greater
years
than
after
individual
their debut,
parts for
and they have
them.
maintained a group career for over a decade.
Respect.
Some of their solo songs are under the name BTS, others are under their own name, and others are under both. Even as solo artists, they still introduce themselves as a member of BTS.
I'm a BTS. J-Hope from BTS.
I'm Jimin of BTS.
And on their BTS tours, they also perform their solo songs. Okay, but how
Cool.
musically diverse can a mainstream, mass appeal, family-friendly group like this really be? To answer
Very.
this, I'm going to talk about
One of my favorite
artists.
artists is
When first
Ren,
getting to know
and
BTS,
massively
many
diverse.
try to recognize them with boy band tropes. Who is the bad boy, the cute one, the funny one, or the breakout solo star? Although I don't like these labels, I understand that people who don't know them need something to associate them with.
It's a frame of
here's
reference
one
to
label
have. It's
for each of
relatable.
them. The rappers are J-Hope, RM, and Suga. RM used
Another brief little pause here. I do believe the name Suga has come up in my comments, specifically because in my last video, I don't believe he's still in the room, but I could be wrong. I have a black cat, a rescue cat by the name of Saturn. He made an appearance in the last video, and apparently it was a bit serendipitous because Suga is known for having a black cat, a rescue cat. Awesome. Love that.
stand for Rap Monster, but now it stands for Real Me, so just use RM. In Korea, last names go first, so RM is the stage name of Namjoon.
My name is Namjoon.
RM is the poet, because he is good with words. RM is the official leader,
Who is BTS leader?
Namjoon K.
which does not mean he is the main guy. It means he is the spokesperson in the group.
Because I'm the spokesperson, I'm going to speak a lot. I'm sorry.
RM is very smart. He's multilingual.
Why do you not going on? Yeah. I like.
and the only BTS member who can speak fluent English.
Making some music together with her?
리조랑 얘기했어요. 뭐 작업 같이 할 생각 있는지.
너무 정신없어서
Oh, so
반가워만 하고 헤어졌어.
it was so loud and crazy and hectic there.
And RM is known for his wordplay and lyricism.
He speaks very good English, like minimal accent.
Think of him
Props.
as a rapper
Yeah, I'm knocked down, motherfucker, with the bullshit. Get the fuck down. Yeah, I'm 쳐들어가 bullshit.
in alternative hip hop, indie pop, and
Cool.
R&B,
Fuck the trendsetter, I'm gonna turn back the time.
in which his introspective words can properly shine. Next is Suga. Suga stands for shooting guard, one of
Cool.
the 5 positions in basketball.
Yeah.
Guards, so Suga.
And yes, it's because he is a basketball fan. As a solo artist, Suga also goes by August D, which is DT Suga backwards.
DT Sugar.
DT stands for his hometown, Daegu town.
That's your hometown, DT?
Yeah, DT.
Suga and August D are the stage names of Yoongi.
You can call me August D or Sugar or Yoongi.
Yeah,
Suga's keyword is underground rapper because that is his background, and he is used to doing everything in his songs. Suga is known
Wow.
as the main producer in BTS
Cool.
It's BTS Producer.
and has received awards producing for others. Suga is not scared of calling others out in his lyrics,
Sorry, going to back that up really quickly there. I want to read over those. Psy, loosely familiar with. Halsey, definitely know that name. IU, Samsung, Epikai, Highs, and Omi. Unfamiliar with those, but very cool. Myself, I don't delve into production too much, but I did mention the machine. Of course, I got synths beside me, but very cool to know that the cat one, if I could, he's as I learn their names and their positions in the group. He's the producer.
has
Awesome,
received
very
awards
cool. He's the one doing
producing
the
for
beats.
others. Suga is not scared of calling others out in his lyrics, and his delivery is unapologetic, aggressive, fast,
Very diverse.
and overall extremely dynamic.
Great flow.
The third rapper is J-Hope. J-Hope's name was inspired by his musical idol, the rapper J. Cole, but J-Hope also has some of his real name. Last name John, first name Hosok. J-Hope is the street dancer because he's always been into street dancing, so his music, rap style, and even personality complement his energetic dance.
If I was ever in a boy band, that wouldn't be my role. This boy can't dance.
Synth pop, trap, house,
I love house.
and funk. J-Hope is most known for his catchy curses, ad-libs,
Close you crazy. You know I can take it more.
and flow switches. Next, we have the 4 singers, Jin, V, Jungkook, and Jimin. Starting with Jin. Jin is the stage name or abbreviation of Seokjin, and Jin's keyword is sentimental or emotive. Not emotional, but emotive.
Interesting
Before
distinction.
becoming a singer, he was a theater student during university, and it's his range of emotions why he takes the main acting role in several BTS music videos. So some of his musical strengths are his tender, sorrowful, and free-spirited vocals, which show his emotional range. A big inspiration for him is Coldplay, a band he and BTS collaborated with.
I heard about this. Might have to look for that soon.
밴드분들 중에 콜드플레이 형님들을 되게 좋아하는데
So think of pop rock, Brit rock, new wave, and ballads.
So that's how the Coldplay
Jin
collab
shines
came
as a
around.
live band vocalist.
Sometimes you
Members
just
of the
put it
Roadie
out there
panel
that you like an
described his
artist, and they're
vocals
like,
as
yes,
silver
yes,
voice,
I
and
do.
he's
I
best
want to
known
work
for
with you
his
too.
strong falsetto and high notes.
왜 이렇게 진영이랑 지민이 형이 얄밉지? 그 둘이 때문에 곡이 높아지는 거죠.
You can see that emotive even in his stage mannerisms.
Next is Jimin. Park Jimin goes by his real name Jimin, and his keyword is ethereal.
It's really nice to meet you. I'm Jimin.
Jimin is a contemporary dancer. And his vocals have been described as delicate, sweet, and ethereal. Not only
Wow,
his
good
vocals, but
voice.
his personality is also sweet and cute.
Cutie, sexy,
Lovely. Cutie and sexy and lovely.
sexy, cutie, lovely.
I'm sweet guy.
큐티 섹시 러블리 스윗 가이.
And most importantly, Jimin is unapologetically pop. R&B pop, synth pop, Latin pop, and anything that showcases his singing style. And Jimin is known for his hypnotizing performances. On the complete opposite of singing styles is V. V, the stage name of Taeyeon, stands for victory.
Only V. Okay, victory.
And his keyword is soulful. V is a baritone. And he has a very deep, husky, and soulful voice.
Wow.
His
Love
songs
it.
are R&B, neo-soul, indie pop, and jazz. And V, of course, loves including flutes and saxophones on his
Interesting.
songs. V is an old soul. He loves photography, old music, and formal clothing. V is known for his warm lyrics, especially during the holiday season.
It's beginning to look a lot like
Wow.
The seventh
That is a
member
deep
is
baritone.
Jungkook.
Beautiful
Jungkook uses
voice.
his real name. Last name is John, first name is Jungkook.
Jung and JT on the main now.
I'm 정국전 정국.
Jungkook is the male mainstream pop star the world is looking for but keeps denying for some reason. Jungkook is not just inspired by mainstream pop artists.
If I was a boyfriend, never let you go. We were so beautiful. There's nothing like us. There's nothing like you and me. I'ma leave the door open. I spent 10,000 hours. I do the same thing I told you that I never would.
He is now one of the biggest male soloists in mainstream pop.
So low.
His Western collabs
In the world, know my name, I'm the truth.
So if you're ready,
Got truth, skipping work and me. Fuck it, let's sleep in. Yeah.
and songs in English are pop perfection.
push and pull to get closer.
I will say I'm not familiar with any of the
Like
artists he
biggest pop
collabed with
stars.
there, but good on him.
Jungkook is known for his great stability at singing and dancing at the same time.
High tough skill.
Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday. If your body count the like the sun to the moon.
Once you have
Great moves.
associated the BTS members with their keywords, you have to forget everything I've just said,
Oh,
because
great.
all the BTS members are experts at breaking out of their label boxes. The poet was also an underground rapper and can be very aggressive in his songs.
So they're diverse. They don't
The
just have
underground
a
rapper
niche
loves
role.
playing the
Very
acoustic
cool.
guitar and the piano, and singing introspective, sweet lyrics. The street dancer made an entire album with songs he performed with no choreographies. The sentimental one has a song
dig
about
that.
his
That's
love
kinda
for
cool.
fishing, and he is very silly as well.
Worldwide handsome.
Worldwide handsome.
Worldwide handsome. Worldwide handsome, 진.
I guess that's like a
ethereal
fishing
one
dance.
also shines in powerful hip-hop performances. The soulful one can also deliver aggressive and high vocals. And the mainstream
Wow.
one loves composing non-mainstream songs. And somehow they work perfectly as a group, performing together all of the styles I've mentioned and more.
Wow. Little Justin Timberlake vibe on that.
Alexander Wayne, live it, it's up in my rhyme. Baby, go on to your dick, come and show me what you got.
To this day, I have not found a group as dynamic, creative, risk-taking, and surprising as them. If you think they are not for you, you just have to keep looking. You won't regret it.
Wow. Okay. They promised short, 18 minutes, but all things considered, that is short. There's just a lot to cover. There's a lot of ground, a lot of musical genres, a lot of names with 7 people, a lot of subgenres or sub-interests within each and all of them, every one of them. They definitely are not like the atypical Western boy band types where they have their roles and, the comedic one and the rapper and the singer and all that. Each individual artist is incredibly deep, incredibly wide in scope and ability and range and styles and interests that they all pulled together. And like I said earlier, the sum is greater than the individual pieces, and that is a magic that is extremely difficult to execute. I definitely feel more informed. I definitely feel more ready for what will come next. I'm not sure what song that will be just yet. I'm going to have to go through the comments, and hopefully there'll be more comments down here guiding me where to go from there. Not to want to take away from the BTS as a group, but like I say, my background is more rock, metal, industrial punk, things like that. But I'm looking to break out of that. So this is a great opportunity. This is a great artist to delve into other sounds and styles because they're all the sounds and styles. Awesome. Well, I really appreciate your patience and your understanding and giving me the opportunity to educate myself. And hopefully you're nice enough to me that you don't scare me away. I would love to come back to this artist again and just bear with my ignorance. It is not born out of contempt or disdain. It is not meant out of disrespect. It is just simply ignorance. I am from a small town in Canada. I am in my 50s. We'll just leave it at that, early 50s. And I just grew up with a very, very small, narrow niche of interests, musically speaking, that was only further honed and focused by my career in the music industry, keeping me within that small little niche. And here I am breaking out of that. And I appreciate you all coming along for the ride on this one. And I hope to see you all again.